Hey everybody, it's JJ. I don't even know what I was going to tell y'all. I was going to say something about our women's retreat. Nothing today went the way it was supposed to go. But I guess everything went the way it was supposed to go. You know what I mean? I will not be teaching tonight, unfortunately. As you can see, I'm at the beach. And because little one kind of got sick, and we discovered that when mom forgets to pack the inhaler, it sends everybody on a wild goose chase, right? Trying to figure out how to get prescription inhaler or have something that can stand in. Normally you would just call the prescription, you just call the office and they would transfer the prescription down to a local pharmacy, but his doctor moved, so we don't have that doctor anymore. And apparently it's a little difficult to get certain medications in this country. Go figure that. Anyway, that's not what I was going to talk to you all about today. It's our third Thursday. It's our real estate Thursday. I think we were going to do some of the video that me and my intern took on driving for dollars, which obviously didn't happen because A, I was gone all week, and B, things today kind of spiraled the way they spiraled. Now, everybody involved got a blessing. How about that? Everybody involved got a blessing. So I'm glad about the fact that everybody involved got a blessing, right? It's just sometimes the blessing doesn't come in the package that you want it to come in. You know what I mean? Like you think the blessing is going to come this way, right? And so you prepare for this way, but then the blessing comes over here. And I already knew it was going to be a small crowd. And so two of my favorite speakers were actually going to drive in from 5 hours away. And because, let me just put my hoodie on and see if that helps. That is not helping. That does not look much better, does it? Well, two of my favorite speakers were coming, they're going to be driving for 5 hours away. And so I actually have a cool announcement at the end of this. I'll let y'all see some of the ocean behind me. So I knew we only had a small amount of signups, and rather than do a whole big thing like we originally planned, I decided to transition it to a mastermind. And we transitioned it to a mastermind, and then we decided, this is the announcement part, we decided that I'm actually going to take the Women's Wealth Tour to their hometown. So our next Women's Wealth Tour, next quarter, is going to be in Macon, Georgia. And I'm going to be excited about going to church with my friends, the Tanners, who have a church that they recently opened in Macon, Georgia. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about, they don't know it yet unless they watch my videos. Now they know. I'm coming to Macon. But we're going to do the Women's Wealth Tour in Macon, Georgia. And for tonight, I'm just going to talk a little bit about real estate. Obviously, I'm not prepared to teach. The issues with my son took a long time to manage, and so it's been a day. I'm not going to be able to give you my absolute best teaching, especially since we haven't even, we had the Women's Wealth Tour, and then we were going to drive to our next stop, and we're like, okay, we're not going to make our next stop, we're going to change the plan. And so we're not even unpacking. We're doing this real quick. We're going to get back on the road, and it's going to be good. But one of the things about real estate, and one of the reasons you need to have real estate in your portfolio, is because this whole time that we've been traveling to Orlando for John Maxwell Conference, to New Orleans for the Saints and Pelicans STEM Fair, and all the other places that we have traveled on this spring break trip, there's been real estate for sale. And not all of it has been glamorous. Not all of it's looked like this, okay? But I wrote a book on this beach. I wrote a book in that restaurant back there. It's called The Back Porch. I'm in Destin. And for those of you who couldn't tell where we are, we're not in Tampa anymore. We're in Destin. We're not in Orlando, we're in Destin. That's called The Back Porch. And I've written a book from that. Well, when I wrote that book from that, none of this was here. Okay, I think one of those down there might have been there. I think that one might have been there. One of these was there, but this was all beach. This was all public beach. And like you parked at the beach at the public beach, and I actually walked down here and discovered this restaurant. And so this was not a glamorous spot 20 years ago, okay? This was just a little beachy outlet that no one had really discovered 20 years ago. And so the thing about real estate is they're not making more of it. And if you can find a profitable use case for real estate now, you can put that real estate to use now, make your profit now, and then you can later on, when things grow around, you can realize the appreciation and convert that land to its highest and best use, okay? But two things. Don't overlook opportunities. I saw so much opportunity on the road here. Unfortunately, I was nursing a little one, so I didn't take numbers or all that stuff, because little one needed to know his mama was focused on him. He's with dad right now. Little one needed to know mama was focused on him. So I didn't take down numbers off, but I saw so much opportunity. And it's like, oh, well, this is not on the beach. No, this particular property is not on the beach. It's all run down. It's a bunch of shacks all around it because it's the middle of nowhere, Florida, but it's right off the interstate. And eventually, right off the interstate, it's going to be profitable. Can you put that land to profitable use now while it's dirt cheap? And then later on, when things build up, still also have profit, right? So that first point I want to make is don't despise things that aren't perfect, that don't look like a great investment. If the numbers work, the numbers work. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'm talking about land, I'm talking about properties that are in kind of out of the way spaces. I'm talking about things that the highest and best use and the millions might come later. But please, sir, please, ma'am, do not buy property today and go into debt buying property today, thinking that you are going to sit on that land for 20 years and be a multimillionaire. Only get that land if you can find a way to profit it today, whether you turn it to RV storage, boat storage, or things that don't need to be developed, whether you tear down that property and let somebody run a little food truck off of it or something like that. Look for the profit now. Make sure the numbers work now. Make sure you make your money now at the buy, and then later on, you'll be in the position to profit. Okay, that's my short mini lesson for today. I'm gonna go back up there with little guy, see how his breathing is doing, and get some dinner, and then we'll be on our way. Y'all take care and be blessed, and I'll catch y'all next week.